Live in the flesh, KXVS Radio, the voice of Stockton, KXVS 92.1 FM.
And welcome into Details with Dustin Brakebill here on this special Friday afternoon midday delight for you. And speaking of delight, we got Wes Ray from Visit Stockton, the CEO, and Billy Chaddock from Channel Brewing, CEO/co-founder. One of my favorite places here in Stockton because, you know, trivia night. Yeah, kind of made a legendary over there. I don't know if people saw that, me chugging a beer to break trivia.
I think everybody saw it.
I think everybody saw it on Instagram, but I brag about it too. But Wes, thank you for coming in also.
Oh, no problem.
But Stockton Beer Week and Brewfest is coming up very, very soon. Basically a week from today it starts. Tell us all about that.
It is exactly a week from today. You know, it's our 6th year of Stockton Beer Week, and we couldn't be more excited. It's actually our biggest Stockton Beer Week we've ever had. More participating breweries. Our Brewfest is going to be bigger this year. So all kinds of fun events to be had between the 7th of July through the end of Beer Week, which is the following Sunday.
So how long has Beer Week actually been going so far here in Stockton?
So 6 years. We started with the Downtown Stockton Alliance originally. And it started off small with a few things here and there, and now it's just grown to just like our restaurant week where people just kind of know the brand and they know it's that time of year again, even though we tend to move it around every year. So. But we're back in July for Stockton Beer Week, so we're excited about that.
Billy, it's your guys' first Beer Week officially, right? Or is that second?
Well, it's the first time, participating in the full length of Beer Week, but it's our second time in the Brewfest.
So Brewfest is actually next Saturday. So West, what's Brewfest all entail, and how can people get involved in that?
So Stockton Brewfest is in our 2nd year. It's at the Stockton Arena, so we're indoors during this nice summer heat.
Yeah, that's good.
It is. We expect. We already know we have over 30 breweries, probably over 100 beers to be available for tasting. So it starts at noon for VIP. So the first hour is VIP. So the VIPs get a special badge. They may get some tastings that are not available to other folks who come in. They will be giving away prizes like T-shirts and bottle openers and all kinds of stuff. And then general admission opens from 1, and then everybody goes till 4 o'clock. And so there's life-size beer pong, life-size Jenga, live music. There'll be a beer brewing class and unlimited tastings of beer for just $35 for general admission and $45 for
Is
VIP.
there the balloon mugs again?
The big balloon mug is going to be there. And we're having a photo booth this year, too. It's a really sweet photo booth. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's a nice environment indoors because it's not hot. So if the lines do get long, it's not painful. But we've got some fantastic breweries coming there from all over the state.
Yeah, give us a list of some names, and locally ones also.
Well, of course, Channel Brewing and Highwater will both be there representing the 209. Also, Dust Bowl is technically in the 209, being out of Turlock.
They are.
We're happy. Actually, some of the new places out of Lodi. 5 Window Brewing is going to be there. That's a new establishment in Lodi. But some of the ones some of my favorites are like Mike Hess, Modern Times, Morgan Territory out of Tracy. That's another 209.
Yeah.
So really great representation, and I think it's going to be exciting. Firestone Walker's bringing their big 30-foot booth.
Wow.
Their whole setup. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Great music, and we just have a blast.
Live music also. Who's going to be playing there this year at Brewfest?
Dave Atencio, the same guy who played last year. He was so popular. His music just set the vibe for the whole place. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too little. And then actually, I think we're going to get a special guest performance of the Stockton Song Contest winner, Brandon James from
Channel Brewing.
Yeah. Everybody knows that guy.
Yeah. And just so you know, Channel will be pouring the most amount of beer for one brewery at the Brewfest.
Are you guys ready for that, Billy? You and Ryan?
Yeah, last year we came strong with 8 beers. I think we were pouring. Everyone's doing like 2 or 3, but we feel like since we're the locals, we got to show up. So get a name for ourselves.
What's the big process so far for Beer Week for you and Ryan? You guys make the beer over there, also with Jake. But what's the process of getting that all together for basically the biggest event for you guys this year?
I mean, for us, it's just more about we're gonna have what's the attendance?
We hopefully get about 1,000. So
we're going to have 1,000 people under one roof, like trying our beer at one time. So how can we impress people? So that's like, how we kind of started it. Like we want to show up big. So we kind of took some of our base beers and pumped them up a little bit. So we've been doing a lot of small batch brewing. We got that small brew system in the tap room that you can see. So we've been taking like full advantage of that, being able to like pump out like 2 kegs worth of beer at a time for something special and set it aside, waiting and aging for next week in
Yeah.
one day. Yeah.
So you guys are like feel competition against the other guys from the 209 or anything like that?
No, we feel competition with the people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like not competition, but like it's with ourselves
Yeah.
to like show ourselves up from last year and hopefully do that next year and next year. I think everyone's going to be bringing their A game, especially the local guys. I'm excited about Five Windows, High Water. Met Five Windows like not too long ago. They're a super cool group of dudes out in Lodi, so I'm sure they're going to come strong too.
And, they had a strong line all last year.
Yeah.
And, it's also about the Channel Brewing show. You know, I mean, between,
Should be a reality show.
Yes. Watching Ryan and Brandon's
Yeah.
larger than life.
He's the
and
entertainment
Billy.
guy.
It is.
Yeah.
They're having fun
Yeah.
and having a blast back there pouring their brews. Not that anybody else isn't, but it's definitely noticeable on their side.
Speaking of Channel Brewing, you guys have your new place over there at 101 North San Joaquin Street. I know the address in my head by now.
110
Okay,
actually.
okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
I think Google messed that up.
You got the numbers.
I got the numbers. It's just incorrect.
I I think Google did mess it up actually.
Actually,
'cause
yeah,
you're
they
not the
did.
first person to point
Yeah,
that
Google
out.
did mess it up, so
Yeah.
don't complain to me. But Channel Brewing, their new place, since April, right?
March 24th was
Okay.
our official doors open date, but April was like our first full month of business.
How's that been going so far for you? Yeah.
It's been great. I mean, it's been fun. It's been crazy. We've had a lot of ups, some downs. We're downtown Stockton, so we're working with that and trying to encourage people to come out. But we're having a ton of fun doing it. As you know, like Tuesdays now, we've managed to
it's
pack
lit,
the house.
as the kids would say.
So it is lit. We managed to pack the house on days where normally it might be dead, and so yeah, it's been super enjoyable, super fun. We got a good group of people working for us, like with Robin Boss from UOP. We got Jacob Wood and Jelana, so it's fun.
So how did you guys all come up with the concept? Brandon was previously on one of the previous shows here, and he's talked about it, but all of you guys kind of reconnected, right?
Yeah, definitely. So me and Brandon and Eric were chasing each other around in like the church and nursery, like when we were 1 year old, like running around in diapers. And we grew up together. They're a year younger than I am. And everyone, went their ways, went to college or military, whatever it is. And then, one day after having the idea, just reaching out to people, we all got back together. First meeting was like at Impresso on the Miracle Mile. Legend.
Yeah.
And here we are. Yeah.
Yeah, and so basically now here you are. You guys are slowly but surely gaining a fan base here in Stockton, which is pretty big. I'm a fan of it now. But what is the concept, though? What is like the theme of Channel Brewing for you guys? Is it outdoorsy? I heard that before because the wood interior of the place.
Okay. Yeah. So actually, I kind of like stole my most recent motto from.
Say borrowed. Didn't steal.
I definitely. I borrowed it
You're not giving it back.
from San Joaquin Magazine. Wrote an article on us, and they like subtexted like Channel Brewing Company, a beer for everywhere, and I was like, oh, that's gold. Like, so anyways, that's what I've been trying to say, and but they just did it in a lot like fewer words. And so that's what we're about, is a beer for everywhere, like here located in Stockton, California. This is kind of like what we live and breathe down here. But also just being like we know, living in Stockton, you're so close to, hiking in the Sierras, up the 4 corridor, 88, whatever it is, or go out west to, Santa Cruz or San Francisco or the Redwoods, whatever it is. Like, we're all about putting beer in people's hands as they're going to go out and actually see a little bit more than just the tap room. So that's what we're trying to get into with getting our beer into cans and our branding and everything like that. That's what we're about.
West, what do you think what they're doing at Channel Brewing has done for Stockton so far in the beer community and other places around
Well,
Stockton?
we're very excited, of course. We waited a long time. No, when we started Stockton Beer Week 6 years ago, I think the Abbey may have been the only real true. I mean, of course, Valley Brew's been around a long time, but they weren't brewing at that time. And, it was kind of cool because people used to have to, all the restaurants that participated used to have to get craft beer to come in.
Yeah.
They didn't have it on tap already for Stockton Beer. Because okay, who are you going to get to come in? Now, everybody has a standard amount of taps. And so now the next natural step was, let's really engage. The whole purpose was to get this community to see craft brewing as a market that we should have here in Stockton. If you look around us in other cities, we're behind the curve. Again,
We are behind the curve.
and
But
so
you guys are growing it.
right, and so with Channel, For us, it's like this is just the beginning because they can set the tone, and hopefully someday Steve will brew right here in town too, and we'll.
I don't know if he will.
I don't know. He
says he won't.
Yeah, it's tough because he's brewing a lot of beers. But there's going to be other folks like the team at Channel, and so they're kind of like the path makers in this whole deal. So we're super excited, and we think that just adds to the Stockton Beer Week product.
Also, I think what's great about Channel, you guys are downtown. You guys are at the heart of the revitalization of downtown. And how much has that made an impact so far? Because downtown's a strict community, basically. You have to kind of get in and get in with the good people down there.
Yeah. So wait, can you ask your question one more
Okay,
time?
my bad. I complicated that. So downtown Stockton, basically it's kind of redoing it. People are trying to make it better, and you guys are part of that. How's that been so far, being welcome into downtown Stockton?
Oh, it's been good. The cool thing is that, like, even though, like, we're doing it in one of, like, the, kind of like I don't want to say the first because we weren't the first, but one of the first people who are really, like, doing it and, like, putting all our money on the table. There's a lot of other people who are supporting us. So we don't feel like we're standing out there alone. Like, if it wasn't for being able to, like, shake our heads together, like with the guys over at Cast Iron and, like, and try to, like, shake our heads and get frustrated, but then also brainstorm and, like, what are we going to do to, like, all right, to make our Wednesdays better, to make our Thursdays better. Without people like that and without the community, like, coming in and being like, whoa, I had no idea this was here. And, like, I don't feel like I'm in Stockton right now, which is, like. So that's been super cool. So we feel a lot of love, a lot of support. We still got some obstacles to overcome because there still is a little bit of a stigma. So we're definitely not past it, but I think we're digging away at it.
And West, I heard there's an after party after Brewfest somewhere downtown also.
Yeah, there's a couple of them right next door to each other. I think Channel and Cast Iron are both doing parties, but they took the lead on that. I think that's fantastic. Knowing the crowd and how they looked about 4 o'clock last year, you're going to have a lot of fun over there.
Get ready to pour some more beer and make some more beer. So tell us again about how people can get involved in Beer Week and what's the process and Brewfest also next week.
So Stockton Beer Week starts Friday. So there's tons of cool stuff going on. We've got a Brews and Shoes run over in Lincoln Center.
What's that?
That's basically Fleet Feet does a run every year, and they go out. It's right there by Midgley's, and everybody kind of hangs out there. They go for a jog, and they come back and try some high water beer. And so that's one of the – I know that that's one of our more active Beer Week events. There's a bike ride also in downtown Stockton with Bella Vista, so they'll be drinking after they ride the bike. But a lot of tap takeovers, a lot of beer pairing opportunities, and time to meet brewers and stuff. So it's just all kinds of cool stuff every single night of the week. And some places are doing 2 and 3 and 4 events during Beer Week. So that's all found at StocktonBeerWeek.com. And the link to the Brewfest tickets are obviously still available. This is when we'll sell most of our tickets will be in these last 10 days. But it's $45 for VIP, and that gets you in an hour earlier, special badge and some other goodies. And then $35 for general admission, and that kicks off noon Saturday at the Stockton Arena. So it's going to be fun.
Billy, what do you guys have on tap for Beer Week and Brewfest? Of course, the after party, but what's on tap for Beer Week?
Just for the Beer Week as a whole?
Yeah.
I know we are putting on, like, we got like our regular smoky. We did like an Imperial with like vanilla bean. I know we did like a Russian Imperial Stout. I know we got a triple IPA coming and a double IPA coming. It sounds ridiculous, but I'm the wrong man to ask.
Where's Ryan at when we need him?
We got a good handful. I know that.
Yeah,
and those are some
Stockton
of
Beer
them.
Week is all about an excuse to go out and try good craft beer. So, you can just work your day from one Friday to the following Sunday. Try new beer, get out there, and Channel's doing amazing things. But there are so many cool beers going around California right now. So I just encourage folks to get out there and just sip away and see what their new favorite is.
Where's the farthest actually person coming from for Beer Week here in Stockton?
I don't know. I don't know that yet. But I know we have like breweries from the San Diego area coming. So those are we're a big market for any beer. We drink a lot of beer in this heat. So
And Billy, you guys have the after party right after Brewfest next week, right?
We do. I believe it starts at 4 o'clock sharp.
Okay.
So be there promptly. Get 2 places at one time.
We will put Uber signs all over the place. We'll make it happen. People will get there.
So West and Billy, thank you very much for coming in. But before I go real quick, on July 22nd, Christmas in July, KXVS Radio presents Summer Wonderland at Channel Brewing. 12 hours of fun. So for prices, you go online. You can find that on our Facebook page. But thanks to Channel Brewing for helping us out with that and having fun always every Tuesday during trivia day.
I heard a lot of gauntlets are being thrown down for that trivia.
Oh,
I was talking to
start.
Downtown Carrie the other day, and she's in the lead.
That's our main competition by 1 point.
Yeah, so she's bragging.
Well, they need to talk to Dustin about taking the title from the chugging contest.
Yeah.
So just real quick on the trivia, you're in week 6. So where's that?
This will be week 6.
But after this week because we're taking a break.
And how many weeks is it going to go?
7 weeks.
Okay.
So
because I know you're going to be next one. The next cohort is going to be like a lot of people.
A lot of people are going to be there. But Wes and Billy, thank you very much for joining me
much,
today.
Dustin.
This has been Details with Dustin right here on KXVS Radio, the voice of Stockton. Donovan, take us out whenever you have a chance. Play that music. And coming up at the top of the hour, Divine Numerology with Darius Oliver right here on KXVS Radio.
Live in the flesh, KXVS Radio.